When I first saw him, he was crouched inside a trash can behind the building where I work. His wide, wary eyes met mine, and for a split second, he looked like a child caught doing something terribly wrong. But behind that look wasn't guilt. It was fear. And something about that made my heart ache. Without thinking, I ran across the street, grabbed a bag of cat food, and rushed back to him. He didn't move closer. In fact, he shrank even further into the shadows. His body trembled, and when I placed the food down, his response wasn't what I expected. He growled, he hissed, he lashed out like he had never known kindness. It broke my heart. He was hungry, clearly starving. But trust, that was something he had never been shown. For the next 4 months, this was our routine. I would bring food, set it down gently, speak softly, and walk away. And every single day, he kept his distance. I never got closer. I didn't touch him. Honestly, I thought I never would. I started to believe he'd just become part of my work life. A wild, nameless little soul I'd feed in the alley behind the building. Nothing more until one day everything changed. 4 months into our silent relationship, I decided I had to try. I told myself, I'm going to pet him today. I have to. My hand shook as I reached out, not knowing whether he'd run or bite or worse. But the moment my fingers touched his fur, he melted. It was like a switch flipped inside him. In an instant, the snarling, terrified cat vanished. And in his place was the sweetest, gentlest creature I'd ever met. He leaned into my hand like he'd been waiting for this moment his whole life. It was surreal, magical. And in that moment, I knew he wasn't just some stray in a trash can. He was something special. 2 weeks later, I took him to get scanned for a microchip. I wanted to make sure there wasn't someone out there desperately searching for him. The scan beeped, and it turned out he was chipped. He had been adopted out as a working cat, meant for barns or warehouses. The idea was that he'd live outdoors, keeping rodents away, and have very limited human contact. It explained a lot, why he had been so defensive, why he was never socialized. But something told me he wasn't meant for that kind of life. I contacted the people who had originally adopted him. And to my relief, they were totally okay with me keeping him. That was the moment I knew we had found each other for a reason. Once he realized he was safe, everything about him softened. Within just a week, he was completely at home. He found his favorite spot on the couch. He started greeting me at the door, and best of all, he made a best friend. My other cat, who had always been a bit aloof, welcomed him like a brother. It was as if they had known each other in another lifetime. They nap together, play together, chase each other through the apartment like little tornadoes of fur. It's pure joy to watch them bond. Every time I see them together, it reminds me of how far he's come, from a fearful, lonely cat hiding in a trash can to a beloved member of a family. He's proof that love and patience can completely transform a soul. He wasn't born broken. He was just misunderstood, and now he's thriving. He's affectionate, playful, and endlessly curious. He fits into my life and my heart so perfectly. It's like he was always meant to be here. I often think back to that first day, to that moment our eyes met. And I realize I didn't rescue him. He rescued me too. Would I do it all again? Absolutely, 1,000 times over, because every scratch, every hiss, every day spent waiting patiently in that alley was worth it. For the purrs, the headbutts, the quiet companionship he now offers me every single day. He's not a working cat anymore. He's not surviving in the shadows. He's home, and he's loved.